Almost 30,000 young people in the UK will face homelessness this Christmas. That is the dire prediction by the homeless charity Centrepoint.
Yeah, they found that 2 in 5 adults aged under 35 have worried about being able to keep a roof over their heads during the last 12 months. Well, to discuss this, we're joined now by the TV presenter Gail Porter, who has experienced homelessness herself.
Hi.
Gail, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you very much for having me.
And talking about what was a really difficult time in your life, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't the best fun I've ever had. So, yeah, I was kind of going through a tricky... It was a few years back now, but... don't know if you've noticed, but my hair fell out. But so I was going through, I wasn't getting many jobs coming in, and you know, bills are coming in. I'm not getting any work, and I was applying for other jobs as well. I applied for, I don't know, supermarkets, libraries, and I just didn't seem to get anything. And then I suddenly realised that the money for my rent was just... it was gone. I was thinking, I've got to pack up everything and get out. So I had lots of great friends that helped me and sort of took my stuff into storage. And in fact, some of my stuff I actually put into proper storage, but I couldn't afford to get it out. So I watched that programme, Storage Wars, just to see if I could see my stuff. But I mean, it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. And it was a really, really horrific time, not knowing where you're going to be. My friends would put me up on sofas or spare rooms, and that was amazing and really kind of them. But it got to a really embarrassing stage. I was embarrassed, and I was just ashamed of saying, can I sleep on your sofa at my age? And yeah, so I ended up recently, well, I worked with Centrepoint a long time ago, and then obviously with this and the statistics, you know, 30,000 people, young people are going to be in the street in this day and age, Christmas time. I mean, we're having a hard time in this, well, the whole world at the moment, but to think of young people outdoors, because I know how I was terrified, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen from one day to the next. And Centrepoint are amazing, so they're just kind of looking for donations, people to help out, anything possible, just to give the people, young people, a roof over their head, make sure they get fed, you know, basic things that we need to do. And
did you ever have to sleep outside?
Yeah, a couple of times, and that was a bit scary. Well, when I say sleep outside, I was very aware of my surroundings on a bench, thinking, you know, I don't want to close my eyes because it's the middle of the night and it's pouring with rain and I've got nowhere to go, and you just don't know who's going to be outside at the same time as you are. So it was quite a vulnerable time.
I'm not surprised, and it's a physically difficult time, kind of trying to sort your life out, but emotionally I can see the toll that it took on you. How did you manage to turn things around in the end?
Well, as I say, luckily I had great friends, so I think sometimes you've got to concentrate on friends and don't be too embarrassed to ask for help, because that's what I was. I was embarrassed, and I didn't think I should ask for somewhere like Centrepoint, because I thought, you know, my job was OK a couple of years ago and now it's terrible and everything's gone wrong.
You didn't think it was for someone?
I thought it didn't, it's for everybody. But in my head, I was just thinking, oh no, that's terrible for me to take up someone else's place. But I was in dire straits, so it's great to work with them. But it was really frightening. And how it sort of came to an end, I got asked to do a job. So a friend of mine that I had been staying with, she said, like, someone wants you to do a job. Wasn't the best job in the world. Maybe it was a reality programme. But, you know, I was lucky enough to get asked to do it. And I thought, OK, I'll be in there for like a week and then I'll get money to put a roof over my head. I was there for ages. So, but I did manage. So I was very fortunate that I managed to get a job to get me... just get me started, and then I just never gave up after that. I just kept going for... But it's when you don't have somewhere to stay, you can't be out looking for jobs because you're walking around with a massive bag, or, you know, you just can't get your head together, let alone looking for food and shelter.
Just briefly, fantastic to see you back on your feet. But I mean, this Christmas... it's going to be even worse, isn't it? And we don't know what weather we're going to get. It could be really, really cold.
Well, that's the thing. So it was freezing when I was homeless for a while, and that was the scary thing. But if anyone wants to donate anything, it's centrepoint.org.uk, and any little bit helps, you know. And, yeah, just do as much as we possibly can, can't we?
Well, thank you so much for coming in to talk to us and for raising the awareness. It's really
Thank you very much. I hope you guys have a good Christmas.
Thank you. Thanks, Gail.